Now I'm just going to register another user. I will give the name as Seema, email as seema@gmail.com, password, remove this. I will be giving 1 to 8. I will click on send. Successfully, I am able to register user. But now here is the problem. We just cannot store the password in plain text format. And also, even if the database is being hacked, password should not be leaked. So what we will do, we are just going to hash the password, and in plain text format, we will not be storing the password in database. Now inside the database, I will refresh. Here also you can see I am having plain text. So for that, I will be closing all these files. I will open user model.js. Now what I will do, before saving the data, I'm just going to hash my password, and that hashed password I will be storing inside the database. For that, here before exporting, here I will write the comment password hashing. Here I'm just going to install the package npm I bcryptjs. Using this package, what we can do, we can easily secure a password by hashing, as well as we can easily verify the password. And this is widely used whenever you want to secure some user credentials. And this process will make sure even if the database is hacked, the plain text password which user has entered, that cannot be retrieved. So here, this is the password you have entered, and after hashing, this kind of password will be stored inside the database. Again, I will come to user model.js. Here, I will be writing user schema dot. I'm just going to access this free. Okay, before saving, so here I'm just going to fire this save event. So here, what this is telling, free, before saving my user schema, whatever operation I want to perform, I can easily write the logic inside this function. Second, I will be passing async function. Here I will write async keyword. Then I will be passing function. And here I'm just going to open function. Do not use arrow function because inside this we need to get access to this keyword. Here I will be writing this dot password. So this is referring to the password. For example, now I will register one user, Sia. So for that Sia, whatever password we are having, that password we are going to access. Second, I am registering Ramesh. For Ramesh, whatever password I am having, that password I am going to access. For each and every document, whenever we are registering, password will be accessed. And here I will be using await keyword. Then I will be using my package. So above this, I'm just going to import bcryptjs from bcryptjs. I will copy, come down. Here I will be writing, and inside this we are having this hash method. I will access, and then inside this, what field I have to hash? I have to hash password field. So I'm just going to access password. For that, I will write this dot password. Second argument, I have to give number, which is also called as salt. Here I will simply give 10. Okay, this is nothing but salt round, which is going to determine complexity of hashing password. So here simply I have passed 10. Based on your requirement, you can pass this salt rounds. I will come to postman. Here name I will be writing Sia. Email I will write sia@gmail.com. Password same thing. Now instead of plain text, let's see what happened. I will click on send. Now you can see instead of plain text, my password is being hashed. I will open database, refresh this. Now you can see instead of that plain text password, my password is being hashed. But now here the problem is later on user can update the profile where they can update username, email and their profile picture, as well as user can update their password. First scenario, updating profile like name, email and their image. Okay, this is the first scenario. And second scenario is they are only updating password. Now what happened? Before saving that or before registering the user, we are just hashing the password. But now while user is updating the profile, inside this password, the password is already hashed. Here in this case, I do not want to update the password, but whatever password I am having, that is already hashed. Later on, what happens before updating and before saving the data, again the password will be hashed. So in this case, hashed password will be hashed again. So definitely this is wrong. I do not want to do this. Later on, when I update the password, again, before saving the data inside the database, I just have to hash that password. So in this case, I just have to hash the password. So these are the two scenarios. In first scenario, my password is already hashed. Again, by entering, before saving, I do not want to hash the password. But whenever I'm updating the password, only then that updated password I have to hash. So here I will be writing this dot. I'm just going to access this is modified property, and inside this I will be accessing my password. So this is nothing but my password field. Here we have accessed in this way, but whenever we are using this method, we will simply pass this property. Here I will tell if my password is not modified, then what I will do, I will write here return. Then simply I'm just going to call this next function, which means if my password is not modified, then directly move to next middleware. Now inside this function, I'm just going to pass this next. Okay, very simple. If my password is not modified, instead of performing this save and hashing, directly move to next middleware in the line. If my password is modified, only then update this entire thing. Again, I will open Postman. I will write CR1. Again, click on send. Successfully, I am able to get the response and my password is hashed. Later on, this becomes very useful whenever we are updating profile and when we are updating the password. So these two scenarios you have to keep in mind why we are passing this condition.